We want to raise children, raise a family in a place where we would never have to apologize for being Jewish.
I feel that this is such a zechut that in my lifetime I had the privilege to return to this biblical area where we prayed for this to come home. I made Aliyah about 14 years ago and went back to the States after 2 years and just returned to Shiloh a few weeks ago.
My husband and I made Aliyah from New York.
We lived in the States for 6.5 years and came to Israel together.
I grew up in the Five Towns and I lived in Boca Raton, Florida, which is totally different than Shiloh. My husband, when he made Aliyah, it was very important that he lives in a place where he can open up the Tanakh and say, hey, that's where I live.
There's a special atmosphere in Shiloh. Even in the time of the Bible, in the time of the Tanakh, was known for its kindness. And to today, I've never seen a level of kindness towards the community and individuals anywhere else.
The people that are here are really special and kind.
And while Jerusalem is ideal, raising the family, we wanted more space, a garden. Or should I say, my husband really wanted to come here, and I said that, all right, I'll give it a try.
I love the air and I love the mountains, but having come from Colorado, those really weren't the reasons. They are very surface reasons why I feel comfortable here. But when I walk the land and I know the history, and I think of Hannah and I think of Shmuel, it just adds to the beauty and the importance of the land and the connection that I have.
There are people literally from all over the world who have come to live in Shiloh.
People from Mexico and China and South America and of course Europe and North America.
People who grew up religious, people who became religious. It's a place where you can let your children go outside and you don't have to worry. And we came from New York, and that was not the case in New York.
I'm a Holocaust survivor's daughter, and maybe I have that consciousness that it could always get worse in Galut. So this is home for my family, why I want to have land. I want there to be enough place for everybody, should they need it.
People refer to us as the suburbs of Jerusalem. When you come from abroad, where the suburbs may have been an hour and 2 hours outside the city, this is nothing. This is almost a local community.
It's a growing community, which is really beautiful. A lot of young families coming to Shiloh. There's a whole nother section in Shiloh that, believe it or not, when I went to find someone who was living there, I had to put Waze on to find the address because I just couldn't believe how big Shiloh has grown.
I worked in Jerusalem for many years. To be able to come home to a quiet country, peaceful setting is a different way of life. It's very, very relaxing. You get to know people. They're not strangers. And for anybody who wants to be active, you have the opportunity to actually do something, to make a difference.
It still excites me to be here in Shiloh because I feel the connection to Tel Shiloh. Every week I walk down to Tel Shiloh just to reconnect.
My father was a Holocaust survivor. After the Holocaust, he came to Israel, lived and fought here until 1954, was one of the founders of the country. He moved to Canada and raised us with the dreams that his family should one day return to Israel and help continue building the country.
Do I miss the comforts? All the time, every single day. Where I came from, it was easy. Everything was polite and slow and nature, and people are chill and it's relaxed.
New York, which is a terrific city, and everything that you want you can find there, whether it's cultural, history, kosher food and Jewish services, everything is in New York. But it's still a place where you always have to look over your shoulder because you know that you're Jewish and other people look at you because you're Jewish. Here in Israel, we never had to apologize for being Jewish.
You know, sometimes you go to a place and you feel like this is home. That's how I feel when I come here.